Hi, we're back in Hinamizawa again. Today I'm gonna try and see how reading the text aloud goes. We'll see. Anyway, let's start. Ooh. Load. Okay, after arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I had agreed to meet with Rena to dig Colonel Sanders out of that mountain of treasure from before. Mom, do we have any work gloves? I need towels, too. Aren't they in the shed out back? The towels are by the sink. Alright, now I was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared quizzically. What's going on, Keiichi? Where are you headed to in that getup? If they come to dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely, and it'll be impossible to dig him out. If that happens, Rana will undoubtedly go after the Colonel Sanders in front of the fried chicken place in town. He's trying to stop a crime. Crime in progress. A bit of excavating. So my classmate doesn't become a criminal. See, I told you. Well, don't be out too late. Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression still on her face, which, same. I would also question my child if he did this. Cutting through the woods as a shortcut to the dam site, I ran into someone. Who could it be? Hey, it's Tomitake. It was Tomitake. Probably taking pictures of wild birds again, with that precious camera of his. It looks like one of those disposables, though. Okay. It couldn't be that all he took pictures of was handsome young men in the twilight. Wrong genre, Keiichi. Hey, long time no see. Keiichi, right? My due regards. Spelled the rude imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything. By the way, was that girl an acquaintance of yours? He was probably talking about Rena. Hi, Sol! Guessing, by the way, Tomitake was shaken up. What was all that about? She was walking around with an axe. And she was laughing with a huge smile across her face. Because, she's gonna take it home with her. That was Rana without a doubt. It was probably because she could take it home today, and she couldn't contain or hide her excitement. I hid myself because I thought it might be dangerous. Should I call the cops to be safe? Well, it certainly would be quite a spectacle for a girl her age to be roaming around with an axe. And the fact that all of her merchandise has her holding said axe. Kumitake's reaction was the epitome of logical. It's fine. Just leave her be. She's just wandering around looking for more victims. Oof. Tomitake was alarmed by my crass response. Keiichi! Well, it's probably hard for normal people to understand Rena. We'll just toss a bunch of BS out there. What a good friend! If you were to be killed out here, she'd probably be the one to do it. Keiichi! No! Try not to snoop too much around here. You're just making him more suspicious! With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dam site, where Rena was waiting. Before I got too far, Tomitake abruptly called out to me. Keiichi, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Probably. I didn't mean it that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but, your sarcasm game needs to be worked on, my dude. Ha 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 ha. I'll try my best to be careful. Leaving only those words behind, Tomitake turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. You kind of were, though. Oh, ye of little faith. It was only meant to be a joke, but it felt like I'd said something bad. Really? You think? Meanwhile, in the dump... Hi, Rena. Keiichi-kun! I was waiting for you. Let's try our best today. I understood what Tomitake was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting about while waving an axe around certainly would seem dangerous. Perhaps. You should cover the axe with something when you have it in public. It's not good to carry it around in the open like that. Seems that I lost it, so there isn't one. Rena, how do you lose an axe? Thinking about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everybody in Hinamizawa probably knew about Reina's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who would carry an axe around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious. Oh boy, howdy! Ah well. Let's finish this today. If we bust through the last beam, we should be able to pull him out. I've got everything I need. Leave it to me. Okay. I took the axe from Rena and made my way up the unstable slope. Just wait, Colonel Sanders. Keiichi-kun will save you. Alright, get back. I'll finish this in one go. Hi, Weedy. How you doing? You better be appreciating yourself today. Solid thwack rang out through Hinamizawa as if the job was being done by a lumberjack. Oh, you think you're a lumberjack now? Okay. How is it? Think you can do it? If it looks too hard, you don't have to strain yourself. If I can break through this, then we'll be good. I have plenty of power today. I can do it. But this adversary was more formidable than I expected. First of all, I'd never used an axe before. Ah, lumberjack. Big win. During a school camping trip, I'd wanted to split the wood, but I lost rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Because the spot where I was standing was so unstable, I soon became tired and decided to take a break. Hi, Teddy, how you doing? Rena had already spread out the tarp and laid down some tea and sweets. I'm fine. I'm almost there. I'll make sure Rena can give Colonel Sanders a good night kiss tonight. Yeah. Thanks. Giving Colonel Sanders a good night kiss. Oh. Come Come to think of it, Rena, you're a transfer student too, right? Where did you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea, as you do. I had thought she lived here all her life. In Kanto. It wasn't as rural as it is out here, but it's still out in the countryside. She was a Pokemon trainer. Why did you move here? To Hinamizawa, I mean. You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies. Why did you move here? Does it have to do with your dad's work? Dad said he wanted to move out to a studio. He'd been saying that for a while. Somewhere deep in the mountains like this would be perfect. Studio? Is your father an artist or something? He paints scenery. Seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for stuff he does. Oh, thank you, Edie. Does it work better when I do the narration, or... That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because if people like it better if I read the dialogue out loud, I could do that. But yeah. We'll see. So far I'm not having that much of an issue with it. Alright, When he started, his work was displayed in Industry Plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in Makuhari Mesa? Mise? Oh, yeah. No problem. Yeah. If people think that me reading the dialogue is a better option, I can start doing that from now on. It will help me practice reading aloud. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibit Hall. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. I really appreciate that. That's amazing! Let me see them next time. I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers. But you transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you? Wasn't that a hassle? Not really. I was getting bored of the city anyway. Oh, thank you, Weedy. I appreciate that so much. I'm doing my best and still nervous about literally everything about streaming. So, thank you for the support. I was trying to get answers from Rena, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. With a bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the axe and headed back to the worksite. Still in the dump. The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began their song, as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Perhaps. Just a bit more. Today, I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Rena as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. Hoya! You little! Ah, damn it. I had swung the axe countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. Ah, yes, the murder article. I recalled the passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Reminder, this is a murder mystery. Axes and pickaxes were not meant to be swung at people, ever. And yet! With one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I had put behind the axe not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulder as well. He's got a chip on his shoulder! The arm came off with a sickening sound. He's not full of blood! It clattered down noisily, stopped noisily. stopping at my feet. Ah. Oopsie doodle. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Sorry. That figure's arm. I broke it off. Oh, that's all? I thought Keiichi hurt himself. I probably had a really guilty look on my face. Rena said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled. You just need to tape it back on and put a coat over him. Or, invest in some super glue. Nobody will ever notice. I see. Let's pull him out then. Can you get that side? Okay. Seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. I laughed dryly at how pathetically I was considering the arm flopping down and rolling to my feet to be such a bad omen. Oh, honey, you have no idea what's about to happen. Both Rana and Mion knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended that they didn't know. I had looked it up all by myself. Ah, yes. Late-night internet searching. Probably not a good idea. Duct tape. Yes! Duct tape. And shamefully enough, I was scared. You're pathetic, Keiichi Maebara. Alright, Rana. Let's do this in one go. Again. Ready, and... Wow! We did it! We did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay! The right time to give 3 cheer. That moment 2 days ago of work... Wait, that moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. I can read. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth to meet his own end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Sanders. Your new master is a pretty decent person. Ah, Colonel Sanders, he's really cute. It didn't matter that he was dirty. Rena nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was dead tired, but seeing Rena's happy face made it all worth it. I'll help you carry it back. It'll be bad if it gets dark. Yeah, right. I really want to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget this. Think real hard about what you'll do to repay me, okay? Well, I wonder what kind of repayment... Rana. No! I wonder... For now, I just hold back my evil cackle. Sounds like somebody else I know. We were ready to take it to her house, but we couldn't go like this. We rolled the statue up in a tarp and lifted him. That's not conspicuous. So Jack and Jill went down the hill carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed axe. Again, not suspicious at all. I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomitake. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. Lol. Is that meant to be a warning to an outsider like me? Something struck me as odd about the words Tomitake, unable to grasp my sense of humor, had left behind. Okay, that was an interesting sentence you chose to make. Anyway. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, what kind of name is Rana? Let's view the new tip. Rana's not here. Do you know where she is, Keiichi? Huh? She was just there, actually. Hey, Mion. Where did Rana go? Rana? Didn't she go to the bathroom? She's been having bowel troubles. Mion! I hadn't heard anything about that. Satoko, do you know where Rana went? Rena, you say? I just passed her in the hallway. Rena has class duties today, so she's off to water the flower bed. It was Rena's turn for class duty. That's very much appreciated. Rena, Rena, Rena. On hearing it repeated, a thought came to mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it was a weird name. Hi, Viv! How you doing? Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better, but I promise I won't be offended if you fall asleep. It was like some foreigner's name. What kind of name is Rena, I wonder? A good name? What kind of kanji does her name use? Rena's her nickname. She has a proper name as well. What? Really? I was sure that Rena Ryugu was her full name. Ryugu. Well, I can understand you making this mistake since we only call her Rena. She even signs her name as Rena. It's like her real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Satoko and Rika look at each other. You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is. It's Rei from Ore and Na from Nara. Her real name is Reina Ryugu. Reina, is it? So it reads out Rena instead of Reina. That's a pretty interesting reading. No, that's not it. Reina is the correct way. Rena told us that she wanted us to call her Rena. So we call her Rena. Hey, Chan. Rena is Rena, you know. Only strangers call her Reina. You get where this is going? You use people's proper names. You go with what they want to be called. Thank you very much. I understood what Mion was saying. It didn't matter what her real name was, only what names were used between us. Rena Ryugu is Rena. She's nobody other than that. So I was thinking, if I had a nickname, would you call me by that? If it's good. So, what do you want to be called? Con Man. No! Rena came back to the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Rena people were looking for her. Oh, yeah, I actually should take a drink because I'm doing a lot more talking in this one than I would normally. And I sat up, I promise. Thank you, Edie. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Junior, we're looking for her. What's this now? Who's looking for me, I wonder? Seeing that both Mion and I sneered. Bailiff, Yuga doth show herself. Con man, you're quite sinister. Wahahaha. What is this? Ichigo and Michan are evil bailiffs? A con man? Damn you, Renosuke Ryugu. Renosuke Ryugu. Today doth be wilt thou meetest thy maker. Oh, we're getting Shakespearean on here. Incoming. Have at thee. What? Suke-san, Kaku-san, show them what for. Aye aye, sir. I expect my fee to be paid to my Swiss bank account. Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll have a grand battle with 5 people. Children. Rena's fierce punches explode in the proper timing to take out the seal. The evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished in the end. I do hope that Rena does go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Nakatacho? My destination is decided by where the cute stuff gathers. Same, Rena. The toll of the bell signaled that break time was over. Come on, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan. The teacher's coming. I took Rena's hand and stood up. It was just as the teacher had entered the classroom. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. Gotta buckle down for just one more. Alright. So we exit. Boop. And we'll save. Or... Alright. Are you serious? I probably... Oh my goodness, I'm in the same spot that I was however many years ago before I kind of dropped it. Neato. So let's, go back and, continue. Haha, how is it, Kei-chan? So you went to Renaissance House. Wasn't it amazing? It's nothing like that, right? Right? Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. Problem was the yard. It was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. She has a collection. It's fine. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders, stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Little Licky. The whole dolman in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant at the top of the department store. Rena! I'll agree with you that those are cute. But why the mailbox? Why not the mailbox? Wouldn't you get in trouble for that one? But wow, it's so cute. I'm not sure how it's cute, but okay. She must have just thought about it because her face was filled with delight. So it's the bigger the better. Just as long as it's big. Keiichi. And her room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before. Cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement. What? Yep. I keep anything. Rena, no. That's kidnapping. Cute. So she takes anything she likes back to her. She's a crow. No ill will intended. Hey, Rena? You know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? Yeah, cute. Oh, I want it. The US should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Rika-chan had returned. No fun being called into the staff room. Did you do something? How rude. Rika isn't a hoodlum like Keiichi-san. Ahahaha. Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival Here we go. She's a member of the festival committee. Let's go. Festival? The school's cultural festival or something? Kei-chan, I already told you. It's the village festival. The Watanagashi. Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival in the shrine during the next break. So what's the Watanagashi about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? Oh no. Oh no. I guess the last part, where you see the things that drift in the river, is similar. Except we use cotton things like old worn-out futons, padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service. The people living in Hinamizawa dumped their futons and padded cloaks into a stream? It sounded like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them, sprinkle a little salt. Oh man, I could smell it already. That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi-san's imagination capabilities would actually be. What? How could you tell I was thinking about something silly? You're easy to read, Keiichi. It's written all over your face. See? What sort of face could have expressed what I'd imagined just now? A goofy one. Rana demonstrated for me. I see. No argument here. Ha 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 ha. It's nothing fun like that, you see. But you should still look forward to it. Let's all go together. I'll come and get you that day. I don't really like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. Oh, no, you wouldn't. You won't get bored. We're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was all this about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition. The Watanagashi 4-demon firefight. That sounds awful. What kind of name is that? I think it's a cute name, though. I tried to object sharply, but since Rena looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it. Since Keiichi here is this year, it will become 5 demons. Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So how does this funky-sounding club activity tie in to the festival? Oh ho ho! This is where we exhibit the skills you've nurtured through our daily club activities. Big ol' competition. Exactly. We show the full extent of our abilities that the best of the best have obtained through their daily trials and tribulations. There. But last year the mayor got angry, so we needed to make sure not to cause problems this time. So basically we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls. Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things so that they make sense. I see, so we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Rena was right. Of course there would be a reason for the mayor to get angry. But it's lots of fun. That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without any question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near. Be wary of the spleens! Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Nay! Our voices rang out in unison. When there's lots of people, card games really are the easiest to play. This really is the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again? We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing. Do we believe this? Because it's Mion. I wonder if... is that really the case? Uh-huh. I will have to inspect them. Well, that's fair. Just to be safe, everyone checked out the cards. Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. The basic rule. Play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques to improve the game, like reversals. Uno. But because it's such a well-known game, there are a lot of house rules for it as well. The name, for example, in my hometown we call it Millionaire. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make reversal with 3 threes? No jokers. 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know how the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that. While I was confirming the familiar words, Satoko looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look like more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's President, and it's with a new deck. How well do you think this is gonna go? Today, I might be able to win. No. Keiichi, no. I had the gist of the rules now. But that wasn't everything, was it? So what shall today's penalty be? About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one? Oh, that seems like it could be interesting. Oh ho ho! I'll write a nasty one and have Keiichi-san draw it. It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. Just don't lose. Don't you know best? Oh ho ho! I'll get the laugh down eventually. Neon handed out several slips of paper to everybody. Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down. We fight like men! Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch in a sudden halt. Ah, that's so sneaky, Mion! She wrote no penalty and the corner of the slip is folded! I see. Just in case you lost, you grabbed the note with the folded corner so you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. Couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out. Boy howdy, just you wait. Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay? Nobody agreed to his proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Rana. Just don't lose! Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard so everyone has to pick the penalty I write. Rana was quite brutal, even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either. I agree with that. I'm very curious to what Rana's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary. I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. having confirmed that Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them both, Rika-chan and Satoko played their cards without hesitation. Rena and I were the only ones who paused to think. Seems that Rena genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right chance to strike. Huh? Will this work? Then I'll play this 3 and I'm out. 9. Nobody? 8, 7. I'm out. 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard this last one and I'm out. I missed my chance. Loser the first round was of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Today I could win! Now then. Mi-chan, pull out one of the slips, okay? Mion accepted her defeat and scrounged inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked. What is it? What is it? Huh? Rena was also surprised when she peeked in at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Hit the principal on the head. Hey, wait. How was that bad? Ichi-san, do you not understand? The principal is balding and ashamed of it! Satoko yelled with a serious look on her face. But she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be? The principal is a martial arts master. He boasted about traveling around the world, perfecting his skills when he was younger. Now I'm just picturing that scene from Nichijou where the principal wrestles a deer. He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of education in Japan after the war. He was inhuman. Pat that guy's head. As club president, there's no way I could set a bad example by refusing. Phew. Oh yeah! She bellowed out a yell as she dashed down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss? Hi! I have not seen you in before! Welcome, welcome! Is it, Raichana? Am I pronouncing that right? Probably impossible. Okay, cool, hi! You say that he used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence. I could do nothing but wait, with bated breath. Pow! A rumble shook the classroom. Rip me on. That's the principal's aerial opener. Oof, pow, whap, zap, szazash, kaboom! Batman sound effects a go! Following the launcher with a jab, strong, fierce combo! Aw, wonderful, thanks for stopping by. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping, fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo. Ah, Street Fighter in here. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Nothing I could do now except stay calm. I understood why there was no delinquents at this school. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us. Petted, is that good enough? Mion said before collapsing. She's alive at least. Now we can continue the game. Monster. I was amazed the person who made the club activities like this could say that. But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? We'll see about that. Right? Rana tried to lighten the mood and was only wet with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now. I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense. Hold on, water break. Alright, game getting more intense. Ace, 3, 4, 5, I'm out. I'm out as well. Hehe, I'm out too. 3, and I'm out now. Eek, I lost! And the heavens chose to vanquish Rena. What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder? It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so the penalty she drew with a trembling finger was... The heck is this? Speak like a maid. Huh? What's this? What do I need to do? So basically it means that you had to use the same expressions as a maid. Oh, how? Okay, master. Hit me like a ton of bricks! I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome! Oh no, I'm gonna get secondhand embarrassment by reading the lines! Okay, let's go. Then, Irena, you can shuffle the cards and deal. Yes, master. Nope, secondhand embarrassment is gonna be strong! I could just die right now. Same. I will die of a different reason. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Rena? Yes, master. Ugh. The eagerness in which I was goading Rena into addressing me as master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself. Keiichi, continue this and I might die. Oh yeah, I won't lose anymore. I'm out. I shan't lose either. I'm out. Then with that, I'm out too. I can't believe it. It's Rena's loss again. Rena again, what kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No, this was conviction. Keiichi, no. Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. Let's go with socks. That's just indecent. Who could have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Who did write that? Please give that man a Nobel Prize now! Would be an ignoble price. Not good, not good. What was I thinking about written on my face? Me-chan? Rena begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already. Nope, won't go easy on you. You lost, so take it like a man. Understood, master. I'll undress. I'm gonna die. What? I looked around thinking somebody else would probably stop her. Of course I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustling of clothing. The sounds of her skirt hitting the ground sent my heart racing. This is my master. I looked away like a gentleman. But these club activities, you needed to be ruthless after all. There you go. Whatever were you expecting? Certainly we do not understand she wasn't wearing her PE clothes underneath! Satoko poked fun at me, but now I can hear it. Not bad, Kei-chan. This old man never thought you would go after her like that. You got it wrong, I didn't write that one! Master, didn't write this one? Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. Keiichi! Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. Can't fall for her trap after knowing it's a trap. Clear your head! Calm down and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this. And the answer was quite simple. I win! Then I became a god. Wha-bam! I, who had already entered the domain of godhood, who would dare stand in my way? It was like they would pull to me magnetically. I was picking up aces, twos, like nobody's business. How could my luck of the draw be so bad? Satoko lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister. Oh no. Okay. Fine, Oni-chan. Yes? The pleasure of making this bat disgrace herself. This old man loses again. Mion's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girl's school swimsuit. No! That's the one I wanted Kei-chan to get. Yes! Mion's despair was like the sweetest honey. Master, I lost again. Reno lost. I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap. Oh, in this outfit, Master? Yeah! She's not wearing a skirt. Legs. Eek. Oni-chan, you're too good. Satoko lost again. I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about I have you give me a shoulder massage? I'm dying over here. Fine, Oni-chan. Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails. Use your nails, Satoko. Get your revenge. I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. Felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind, and even decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a hair. That's not this kind of game, but anyway. I was laughing hauntily as I rested my head on Rena, who was now a bloomer-clad maid. Satoko okay. Satoko was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit. I picked a hell of a chapter to read out loud. Today's master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Please refrain from moving your head around so much. I began to think. Why does man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more of his palace of dreams? What is it, Keiichi? I'm saddened by the thought of a man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first place, but she continued to escape being last. Keiichi's quite greedy. It's said you should know when enough is enough. I know that very well. Thanks, sweetie. Enjoy your lurk. But how do I say it? I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died now. I wouldn't mind if I died now, because then I'd get out of this cringe chapter. Master, please refrain from moving your head around. No, seriously, that's bad lap pillow behavior. You say you wouldn't mind dying, then it can be arranged. Rika-chan said it in your usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This is undoubtedly a declaration of war. Rika-chan, take him out! Feed this archdevil of perversion. Might not be able to win, but I'll beat him. Such stoicism from this little girl who's always hidden away in Satoko's shadow. Probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. Saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can beat Keiichi-san with just that? 2. Ace, ace, ace. 8, 8, 8. Reversal! Everybody looked over at me and I was brimming with confidence. Wahaha. The 4 of them have allied against me. That's it. You're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal. Intense Uno. What? How could such a thing be? Satoko let out a shriek. You simpletons! Using up all her cards before calling the reversal of Rika-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after. I lost. Wahaha! Finally, you fall into my clutches. Now I'll pick one out. What? Wear cat ears and a bell collar and a tail. Who wrote all of these? Even the penalties were as I wished. You've got to be dreaming, my dude. Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It was questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Mion! I have questions! Oh, that is cute, though. Oh, this was... Oh. I felt like I'd become Rena. This was definitely cute. Okay, yeah, no, points for that. Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, I want to take her home. That wasn't me talking. That was the actual Rena. Meow. Rika-chan mimicked a cat. Teary-eyed rings of smoke escaped from Rena's ears with an audible poof. Rika-chan must take home. Taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange. I don't believe this. I see. I still have one trick left. Mion gasped and dropped her fist into her open palm. Rena must. She could take me home. After Rena's-san beats Keiichi-san, she can. They thought Rena, in cute mode, would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me is the same as opposing God. I teach them their place. How preposterous. That Rena can't defeat me. Eat! For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Rena's hands, like the machinations of a master magician. Dancy dance. In the middle of those flowing cards was Rena's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around. Shally, hurry! My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. No play? Nothing to play, Kei-chan? Then with this, I'm out! Everybody cheered! I was spent! Phew, I've got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream a little. Now then, I'll take one out. Since penalty, this is... Everybody peeked in unison, gaze flickering between the text and my face. All day today, I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there? I'll. Huh? Every penalty up until now. What the heck? Keiichi-san, should you not be speaking like a little brother? Yes, One-chan. That's quite addicting. I'll have you rub my shoulders. Keiichi-kun, I don't need a lap pillow, so do that other one, okay? Yes, master. How? That's so cute. Say it again. No, please spare me. Rena passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat. You deserve it. Next is from this old man. I'm going to have you fan me for a good long while, you know. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit? This is for Rip. Can't. Nope. That's not what it said. It was clearly written here. Wear a girl swimsuit. Satoko was like a loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable, if I say so myself. Who's what? You wouldn't like it. Nope. Think of it as a little benefit. The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! Rip Keiichi. My first thought, it's tied around the waist. Second thought, the chest area was pretty loose. Third thought, the crotch area was... how? He's bending forward, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat ears and bell and tail. Hey Chan, wanna look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. Probably the best. It's probably best if you look. The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very scary. I would like to respectfully decline, Master. Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home just like that. I will get the laugh eventually. Then, is this enough? I'll change and... No. While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders, and Rika-chan slipped behind me without a sound. Not yet, Keiichi. There's still the first penalty left. In this get-up. Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. Rip. Sir, excuse me. Yes, please come in. Step forward into the principal's office, my bell collar jingling adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In the sacred place of study, specifically his office. Though, I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and for it to be a young male student, without a doubt, any normal person's sight would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it the Uncanny Valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming, this is human! Meaning that if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank! That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty. Rubbing the principal's head. Principal, I challenge you! I heard what sounded like a sing 3 times. Is 3-gauge super? Yep, we are street fighting. The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat, oof. Rip. A tremor resounded through the Hinamizawa twilight. Oh, okay, the chapter's over. Oh. Okay, give me a minute to recover from all of that. And drink. Rina was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. Once again, today it was just Mion and I going home. Man, that was intense. I didn't know Kei-chan was so good at president. No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off in a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die. But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too. Hello. Well, when she said it like that, we both smiled at each other. Hey, Tomitake. We meet again, Keiichi-kun. That was Tomitake-san. Felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. So... Tomitake suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. Sure get around. Today you already have a different girl. It's a small town. It's not like that. No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience while you're young. My dude. Because Tomitake let out such a crude laugh, Mion knew what we were talking about even without hearing his whispering. Punch him, Mion. I heard that through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitake is quite the catch himself. What? No, that wasn't my intention. Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya! Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mion knew Tomitake quite well. How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until the Watanagashi? Yep, plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan to head back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some big award and become famous. You spend all your best years on photography, after all. I don't think I'm that far gone. Oh boy, howdy. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s? What does that matter? What you taste like? That's so gross. Okay. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets dark. Yeah, just skedaddle out of this conversation. Tomitake began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. After waving his hand cheerfully, Tomitake disappeared amidst the cry of the Higurashi. The way he's going on, he probably won't ever get famous. Oh, burn! I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery. I don't think that'll ever happen. So you know Tomitake-san. Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. Sounded like you meet him all the time. Tomitake-san comes around Hinamizawa regularly. Bleh. Maybe 2-3 times a year? He says he's taking pictures of the seasonal scenery and wild birds. But, well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about. Oh, she's just on fire. The image of Mion painted Tomitake-san was fairly unique. The image Mion painted of Tomitake-san was fairly unique. That's the sentence. The Tomitake-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me, as if to ask, why do you say that? Just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. No problem, thanks for stopping by. It was lovely to see you, thanks for coming. Don't you get that feeling? Like about that incident? The dismemberment? Oh, you too? If so, you've got good instincts, Kei-chan. She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion? Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man. Ian was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. It felt like all the apprehensions I had about Tomitake-san disappeared, lifting the burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. Ah, I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk. What is it, Kei-chan? It's just that I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Kei-chan? We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Ren is doing. Bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now. He's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. Great if she was able to take her home. I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. That head patting penalty was probably from Rika-chan. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan after all. Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. Thinking one more segment, maybe? Oh, community notice. We'll do the tip and then one more segment, and then I'm probably gonna rest my voice. Let's look at the new tips. Oh, cool. I got an achievement. We're reading the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. Collecting bazaar goods. We look forward to the well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition, holding a massive collection of excess goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management. Makino, telephone, something. Recruiting Lil Festival drum dancers. The round Lil Festival drum dancers group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any Showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management Kimiyoshi. Oh, that name sounds familiar, but I'll get to that. Taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be awarded with a refreshment stand ticket. Management Sonozaki. Sounds familiar. We are always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival at all times. If you have an interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at phone number. There is a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. So they're getting ready for the festival. If I remember correctly, Kimiyoshi's the mayor. Save. Wow, okay. End of chapter 5. Ugh, okay. One more, I think. A few days had passed since the incident. During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help with the festival preparations, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years it shaved off my life each time, not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I really am not honest with myself. Yeah. Today we finally had our club activities again. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Watanagashi 5 Demon Firefight. and it was one of the biggest events in the club. Keiichi, does this yukata still fit you? Can you try it on for a second? Mom pulled out an old dusty yukata. Nah, I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing. I'll just go in my normal clothes. This is a festival. Wear it, okay? Rena and the others said regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, it'd be even more embarrassing. I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going to Rena and the others. I'll be going with Rena and the others, so you don't need to worry about me. Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. Get that sleep, Dad. From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night. Just finished sending off his manuscript. He just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not wake up for a while. Seems my dad writes for arts magazines sometimes, too. I've never read it, though. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. Have you tried Googling him? Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. Keiichi! But he's able to feed his family of 3, and my life isn't exactly full of hardships. It could be that he's some master painter, and I just didn't know about it. Ding dong! Keiichi-kun, are you home? Uh-oh, it was already time. I didn't want them coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. Oh my, it's Rena-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi. Ma'am, he's been looking out for... Why are you blushing just from meeting my mom? Don't get all flustered. It really doesn't feel right. Let's go, Rena. Since Rena would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Rena-chan, look after Keiichi for me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself. Then why don't you do it right now? Keiichi, no. And she went back even as I was dragging her away. Okay, Kei-chan. You hungry today? We'll take care of that at these stalls. You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities were involved in the stalls? Wouldn't have it any other way. Where are Rika-chan and Satoko? Are they already at the temple? Yep, Rika-chan's a festival committee member after all. Satoko-chan is probably with her as well. I see. Alright. Let's make some noise today. Yeah! We were already in high spirits with just the 3 of us there. It was more lively at the Furude Shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colorful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There sure are a lot of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinamizawa. Everybody attends the Watanagashi. I think about half the village is here. It's not just that. Municipal and youth councils from neighboring towns and villages advertise this event as well. That's right. There aren't that many students at our school. But there are lots of kids here today. It just doesn't feel like a festival unless there's kids running around, after all. It's true, I agree. Hello and good evening. These 2 knew everybody they came across. Of course, I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everyone yet. Oh, Rena-chan, thanks for the food you brought to me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. It's nothing at all. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to Kazuma-kun for me, please. I think that's one of the students, actually. Hey! If it isn't Sonozaki Ojo-chan. I'm in charge of the stand again this year, so make sure you come and visit. Pops, have you gotten fat? You'll end up having a heart attack with a gut like me. Oh, this kid's new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members. An upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he'll crush your stand in one night. Got little Missy seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me. As you can imagine, Mion was chatting away with the old guy running the stalls. Mii-chan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with the older men. I think Rin is pretty popular too. I mean, cute and all. That was, of course, as long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's pretty cute. I'm popular with some people? Really? Really? With some people. I evaded giving her a straight answer by roughly tussling her hair. The stall keepers came all the way from town. It's not really a festival without them, after all. So we're going to mess with them now. I don't care what kind of match it is, I'm going to win. Oh, yes. I'll try to, too. Hey! You're all very late. It's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi-san. Oh, my bad. So where's this lady I've kept waiting? What did you just say? Alright, Satoko. Oh, excuse me. Alright, Satoko was in top form as well. She was excited about being able to get everybody in the club together for the first time in a while. Wow, Rika-chan, cute! Rena let out an elated sigh. It seems that the real lady here made her appearance. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to Keiichi as well. Woo! Looking good! You're looking sharp again this year. Cute! Gonna take you home. Rika-chan was wearing a Shrine Maiden outfit. Yep. Rena's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan's clothes sure looked like the real deal. The real Shrine Maiden outfit. My grandmother made them by hand. They're quite authentic. She has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this. See, Rika-chan was the executive committee because she performed all the Shrine Maiden rituals for the festival. My work is only during the finale of the festival, so I can still play for a while. But we cannot afford to waste any time. Let us begin. Hurrah! Felt good to wander around the festival with just the 5 of us. Mion called everyone over to a stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition. Takoyaki eating race. Everyone has to buy their own. Ready? Go! The standard vendor stall, the takoyaki stand. What was especially standard of these kinds of events was the fact that they were simple balls of dough, takoyaki in name only. It burns! Are you okay, Keiichi-kun? Have some water? My. Eating those scalding takoyaki is holy suicide. I guess the trick is to buy one of the ready-made ones that's been left out for a while. They really don't taste good. I haven't had takoyaki in forever. The stall next to it was the shaved ice stand. It was still a bit too early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. It's a shaved ice eating race. Oh, your brain. Ready, go! Shaved ice eating race. I can't! As long as you can melt it a bit with your body heat, then... It's so cold! Not smart! This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup. It'll melt quickly when it's mixed up. Those stooges were too late. The moment they chose to tackle it head-on was their downfall! Phew. Finished! Kei-chan is done? That was too fast! It couldn't be. Keiichi-kun, you didn't add water from the gold dish tank behind you, did you? Oof! That can't taste very good. So that was another old favorite. Cotton candy stand. Why don't we do this one next? Of course, it's a speeding contest. Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly? How? I don't know. On Satoko's mark, Mion, Satoko, and I all compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. The time it took to stick the whole thing in our mouths, 3 seconds! I expected Satoko to figure it out, but I didn't think Kei-chan would too. I can't have you treating me like I'm a newbie forever, can I? It won't taste very good. And it also crushed it between her hands and stuck it in her mouth. It's probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this. I think only Rana's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten. It felt like we'd end up doing stuff like eat noodles through our nose contest or human water pump at the goldfish scoop at this rate. At the rate things were going. This old man will probably still win too. I am simply no match for Mion-san when it comes to eating repulsive things. Yeah, seriously. What's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have a blue Hawaii topped yakisoba eating contest? Shake, shake, shake. Both Satoko and I shook our heads in unison. Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we? Rana's proposal was a godsend. It was about time we played a different kind of game. It also seemed like neither Rana or Rika-chan were any good at speed eating or gorging themselves. Okay, Rana, I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then. I'm going to be the judge. Find cute things on the festival grounds. You have 1 minute. Fine by me. I know exactly what Rana likes. Alright then. I think I can win with that. Ready, go! Oh? Why aren't Keiichi-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not? Mion and Satoko dashed off madly, but Rika-chan and I stayed right where we were. Dippy, you already found it? The cute thing? We already found it. Keiichi too? Yeah. What is it? I can't wait! Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless in those few moments before Mion and Satoko returned. This is probably the first time we've gone head-to-head like this. It will be the first. Rika-chan, you expect to win with that, huh? I am a member of this club as well. Win, by any means, is our society's third rule. Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on. Both Mion and Satoko came back, each with their own plans of attack stuffed in their arms. Okay then. Let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Mi-chan. Too bad, you guys. I'm ending this now. Oof. This old man brought this? Where did she get those? They were old tin diamond-shaped signs. Leb curry, snake coil, incense, and ornamency. How about this? It's very understandable. A little too understated, Mion. I used to see those stuck on the barbed wire fences. They were more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of this is cute? There were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Rana's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. I didn't get it. Shall be up next. What is this? It was a hand-drawn poster from the Lady Society roasted corn stall. It was a really bad sketch done by a housewife. An anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any sort of real plan. Its very existence invited a sense of sorrow to the viewer. Whip! That was the sound of blood jetting out of Rana's nose. It seemed to have been rated higher than Mia's. I really didn't get it! Feels like your artistic sense is just a little avant-garde by about 5 eons. Oh, those were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. This had no chance against something hand-drawn. Hi, Weedy, welcome back. I'm still going. I couldn't even begin to follow the way these guys were thinking. Then I will be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do? What can you even do without anything? Did you and Satoko both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply... After moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Rena. Seeing that, both Mion and Satoko gasped. Oh no! Too late! Why does that child have a gun? Because reasons. And I think it's a stun gun. But yeah. Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Ren hurried over to her. Rika-chan, are you alright? Alright? Rika-chan had a lump on her forehead and tears welled up in her eyes. Only her fingers peeked out from her sleeves. This was a vital part. The palms of her hands were covered up by her sleeves. She made a single sound. Mew. Oh, cute. Cute. I'm gonna take you home. I'd completely forgotten about that. The play had personally come to use. Rena's face went completely red, head bobbing back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika and began rubbing her cheek against her. I'd expect no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. Lolly, Shrine Maiden, Break of Crying, Mew! It was perfect! The simple trip transcended into pure moe. Now that's what you call art. Hey, Chan, that's a pretty weird definition of art. I'll just pretend the sharp sting of those words cutting through me like a razor were a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze to me with a daunting smile as she was caressed by Rena, who was in full cute mode. Now, Keiichi, can you beat me? That cold smile is frightening Rika-chan. It must be my imagination, but I see a demon inside her sometimes. Boy, howdy! Kei-chan seemed to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what he's going to show her. I also wish to observe the play Keiichi-san will make. Could it be? Is Keiichi also going to give a performance? I basked in their pointed stares. Pulled Rena, who gave no sign of canceling out the cute mode, away from Rika-chan. Oh, cute thing. Is Keiichi good? Let's go. Show you something even cuter. Just hold on for now. Huh? Oh? Something even cuter? But it's a bit too crowded here. Let's go back there. Rena looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine. I cannot fathom what Keiichi-san could possibly be planning. It's Kei-chan after all. No, it couldn't be. Keep on fighting, yeah! After a bit, I returned. A bit after that, so did Rena, dragging her feet. There's no way that scoundrel Kei-chan did something innocent. There's no way that scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent little Rena. And Satoko passed by me, heading straight to Rena. What exactly did he do to you? For a minute, Rena was too dazed to realize somebody was talking to her. Gasp. Oh, it's me-chan. How? Rena, are you alright? Did Kei-chan do anything to you? No, he didn't do anything strange to me. Oh. This is quite severe. Exactly what did Keiichi-san show you? It was so cute. How? Cute? What did he show you? Rena let out a wailing howl. Her eyes sparkled as she spoke. Cute, so cute. It was Keiichi's furry little seal. Whop, whop, whop. Blink of an eye, it's smashed into my face. Huh? What? Something so dirty. Rip Keiichi. I don't think it means what they think it means. I shall have you beaten into oblivion. Wait, you've got it wrong. Dark billowing aura from me and Satoko. It's no good. They're gonna kill me. Yes, they are. I'm not sure what's going on, but you got it all wrong. It's a fur seal keychain. Rika-chan stuck her hand into my pocket and pulled out my keychain. Eh? He said he made it a long time ago for summer school assignments. Yeah, they might. He said he doesn't show it often because it's embarrassing. Yeah, so small and cute. He tried his best to make it. It's so wonderful. Oh, this old man thought you meant it was cute to the other cute little fur seal. Oh, expect no less from Mion. You misconstrue things in the wildest ways. They slung insults at each other and looked like they were ready to tear each other at any moment. I beg of you. If I'm in the clear, would you mind getting off of me? No. We were interrupted by the flash of a camera. Hey guys! You all seem energetic as usual. It's Tomitake-san. As I lay crumpled on the ground, Mion and Satoko continued to bicker above me. Rika-chan was patting me on the head, and Rena was still in cute mode. It's probably quite a lively scene. It's a fine evening indeed, although it's rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission. Excuse me. It's a fine evening indeed, although it is rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission. Sentences. That's right. At least you don't really need Satoko's permission. Satoko dug her heel into me. Good evening. You're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? Were you able to get lots of good photos? Thanks to you. We got plenty of good shots. Tonight's the last night we can see Tomitake-san, isn't it? Sama. We can see old Tomitake-sama. What a shame. Hurry up and have your major breakout soon. Just as rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad I won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. Be sure to have as much fun as you can tonight. We'll be back in Tokyo tomorrow, after all. That's true. Will be another 6 months. Until I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars. Tomitake-san looked up at the night sky cheerfully. At that moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Why don't you move here, Tomitake-san? In Hinamizawa. Tomitake-san was speechless. It's not very convenient here. No shops. Or recreational sports. There might not be anything really here, but you know? Everybody knew what I was trying to say. Tomitake-san was also well aware. So, Rena, Mion, Satoko, and Rika-chan. None of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally I'm a really talkative guy, but in situations like this, I'm at a loss for words. Excuse me while I drink. Let me just say, you're not totally wrong in that prediction, Weedy. Even though it was all happening in such a boisterous setting, I felt like all the background noise was fading into the distance. This place is probably... Tomitake-san rested his hand on me gently, silencing me. Thank you, Keiichi-kun, Mion-chan, and Rana-chan, Satoko-chan, and Rika-chan. Tomitake's smile was so slight it looked as if it was going to crumble at any minute, but it was warm. I also think it would be great if I could live here. Those might have been cruel words those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. A hand touched my back. It was Rana. Keiichi-kun, you shouldn't pick on adults. It's not nice. That background clamor of the festival returned. We won't be seeing him for a while after all. We'll need to make sure Tomitake-san also enjoys tonight. When Reina smiled, the mood instantly got brighter. That's true. I think I'll do just that. Ah. Hey, Michan. How about it? Can we let Tomitake-san in on our club activities? It's a great idea. Or so I thought. Mion had a snobbish look on her face. One of the requirements for membership is residence in Hinamizawa, you see. Come on, Michan, just for today. Don't be mean. Well, he does come around often every year. We'll make him an honorary citizen. Honorary citizen. Well, yay! Now then, I wonder if this aged fellow will pass his if this aged fellow, well past his prime, will be a match for me. Let's have him show us the wisdom of a mature adult. Can you keep up with the young'uns? Tomitake-san stepped back slightly at our audacious grins. I, Mion Sonozaki, club president, do hereby authorize honorary citizen Tomitake entry into our club. Her words quickly drowned out by our cheers. What do you mean by club? Oh, my dude. What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated What our club does, you see, in order to cope with the complicated society, we perform various activities with various rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer not to single me out. Let's try to get along. If you wish to mock our childish games, then this will be the perfect opportunity. We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave the hairs. Nope. So this is a club where we play games together. Of course, Rika was only given an answer that made sense. Alright, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on the challenges. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors. Tomitake-san riled up and did a victory pose like he was 10 years younger. This is perfect. Continued walking through the festival with Mion in front. Now we looked like a family of 6. It had some intensity to it. Same rules as always. The loser will, of course, be subject to a penalty. Tomitake-san was a bit surprised, but it was just the same as always. Regardless of how terrible the penalty was. Just don't lose! Rena was also brimming with determination. She didn't have any intention of losing. That's true! Tousled Rena's hair to lighten the mood. She giggled to hide her embarrassment. You see, this is what it means to feel like a kid again, Tomitake-san whispered to nobody in particular. At that moment, we heard an old man call out in a strong voice. Looking over, I realized it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival. You're here! Little Miss Sonozaki, seems like you brought quite the crowd. We came to eradicate your entire stall. The stall was a shooting gallery. It was the usual setup where you had to knock down the prizes you wanted with a cork gun. Rules are simple. 3 shots. The winner is whoever gets the biggest prize. Everybody shouted their agreement. There was no need to consider how to win, since the condition was simple. The biggest prize at the stall was without a question. It was that one, wasn't it? Oh, that teddy bear, cute! Rena was gazing longingly at a large stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed in an unsteady platform, so it was possible to get it if you hit the right spot. It's magnificently set up to make someone think that. Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through the scam instantly. The most logical course of action would be to aim for some candy or a doll. The intent analysis had already begun. In this club, you get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Everything hinges on what you plan to come up with before the main event. At some point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a big fuss. There was this much of a following for our club's infamous event? Knocking that bear down will ensures a win. Only 3 shots. To use them all just trying, that'd be rough. Hey! I have other customers waiting, you know. Who's up first? First one has the advantage of being able to aim for the easier prizes, but it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun's quirks. Mitaka-san took the situation pretty good. He gets what our club is about. Well, to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide? How about it? That's really the only way. Rock, paper, scissors. John, come on. After a couple of matches, it ended up with me being first. Didn't want to end up first. Oh well, just think of it as a handicap. Handicap, Gramps. Gun, here you go. The shooting range guy handed her a rifle. Mion looked it over intently. She didn't forget to check the cork bullet either. Okay, this gun's brand new, isn't it? No faults, not bad. Mion raised her gun in one swift motion. It was completely different from her casual inspection. She was shooting from the hip. Fire, reload. Fire, reload. Fire. Flop. Flop, flop. 3 candy boxes fell one after the other. A big haul. The crowd paused in a moment of awe and then erupted in cheers. Wow, awesome! That was quite good! Mitaka-san was also at a loss for words after seeing such shooting prowess. Amazing, Michan! 3! Her accuracy was incredible. Her choice of targets wasn't bad either. The 3 Mion had gone after were fairly large and pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets with a very high return of investment. Who's up next? Satoko? Careful, the bullets are light. Next was Satoko. The rifle looked a bit big for her lithe body, but it didn't seem like she had any problems with the weight. Of course, I shall aim for the grand prize, she proclaimed as if she was going after the teddy bear. Damn it, Satoko, such a bold move! The moment she knocks it over, she'll be guaranteed to be in first. Good luck, Satoko-chan. Satoko was the opposite of Mion. She aimed at the target quite carefully. Squeeze the trigger. These bullets are too light. First 2 bullets struck the bear in the torso, but it only shifted a bit. You need to aim higher towards the head or it won't work. Satoko's 3rd bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but at the candy box below its arm. To say it, but it appears the bear is just too much for me. She went boldly after the big catch, but since she switched over to the less impressive prey at the last second, the crowd only gave a strained laugh. Were they laughing because she lacked the courage? These fools know nothing. Fine attempt, Satoko. You've gotten better. The palm of Mion's outstretched hands went poof as she tapped down lightly on Satoko. As she appeared to just be talking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn that Satoko, just to avoid being in last place, she dared to switch over to an easy target. Without shame or honor, magnificent! I'll allow you to take the bear, Rana-san. I pray for your victory. Okay. Thanks so much, Satoko-chan. Oh, bear-san, so cute. So cute. Rana was up next. She couldn't hit the broadside of a barn as a regular Rana, but she said that bear was cute. Wonder how Rana-chan will do. I hope she's able to hit at least one. You're underestimating Rana. It's Rana, you know? Rana Ryugu, you know? If it was just to get that teddy bear. Wow. Mitaka-san wheeled around to see what all the commotion spectators were making. If it was to get that bear, she'd be able to shoot through a pinhole. The one known as Rana Ryugu could do it! Shaking, cute! Rana couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Now Rana couldn't lose! Not bad, Rana-san. The less collected you become, the stronger you get. Bam! Whoa, another big cheer. Rena's bullet hit the bear's forehead again. Enough. The bear seemed to wobble more than before. It might not be possible. You never know. With her Ina-chan's skill, she might be. Tomitake-san was just as excited as the crowd. Rika-chan's analysis was not swayed by emotion. Rena had 10 more shots, then she could surely knock it over. But with just one more, no matter how you looked at it, no. Go! Oh, the crowd let out a dejected groan. She had shot right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late. They gave her a good round of applause for the attempt. Oh, Bear-san, taken home. She should be praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. Then at that moment, the old friend flicked one of the candy boxes with his finger and handed it to Rena. This is for you, little lady. Huh? You're giving this to me? Oh? The gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such a display. There was another shower of applause. Rena turned bright red, and I pulled her back over to us by hand. You did a good job. Your cute mode really surprised me. Oh, I really wanted Mr. Bear. Oh. It was easy to see that she needed a little more. It only needed a little more to be knocked over. Rena was doing quite a lot for me. Still needed to pay her back for that delicious picnic. Alright then, I'll get it and give it to you. What? Tomitake-san had stolen the words right out of my mouth. Okay, please, Tomitake-san. Good luck. Damn you, old man Tomitake! Stealing the good parts all for yourself! Small hand stretched over and fell gently on my head just before I was overcome with frustration. Keep on fighting too, Keiichi, okay? Tomitake-san carefully studied the bear. Setting his sights, he shouldered the rifle while holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that? Yep, no doubt. Tomitake-san is aiming for her. Time between the shots was short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it stopped shaking. So Tomitake was relying on the rapid fire to win the battle. It was visibly wobbling much more than it ever had before, but it was all... still didn't fall over. Oh, too bad. All of Rena's momentary expectation from watching it sway violently turned to a dejected sigh. I really thought it would work. Oh, it seems that since you're a man, you're not able to receive any candy. That was it. Tomitake-san had no spoils of war. So, Kei-chan and Rika-chan, you can just shoot down a small easy pride and avoid being dead last. Avoid being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that. Alright, Keiichi's next. Best of luck. I was the 5th shooter. The rifle from Tomitake-san. If I took the ruthless route, as Neon had suggested, then I'd go for a small target, except when I picked up the rifle, I definitely got a feeling from it. It was burning passion, passed down to me by Tomitake-san. The regret not being man enough to fell the bear that Rena had wanted. Yes, that's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man. After all, that was my promise to Rena. Huh? What promise? What? To shoot down the bear, then give it to Rena. That one. You mean? The crowd went wild when they saw our conversation. Ooh, cool, Oni-chan. You got balls, man. That's not it. Fine, men of the crowd. If I didn't do this, then Rena might mug the old man running the stall on his way home. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings? Because you're a troll. Keiichi-san surely talks the talk, but how do you actually intend to bring down the bear? Rena and Tomitake-san's shots did make it tilt a bit, but I think finishing the job will be difficult. If there were only some way to shoot faster, I'd be able to pile more power on the sway of each hit. Good luck, Keiichi-kun. After taking 2 deep breaths, I shouted over to the guy, 2 more rifles! Huh? The crowd murmured amongst themselves. Wonder what Keiichi-san is up to. One person can't handle 3 rifles at once. I get it. Nice thinking, Kei-chan. And was able to figure it out magnificently. Basically, what was taking the most time was reloading the shot. That's right. Then by putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other, Tomatake went silent, peering at me from the bare through the lens. The photographer's blood predicted a miracle would occur. Then the crowd finally picked up on what I was planning. They let out a great cheer. They chanted my name, Keiichi, Keiichi. Rapid fire was the key. If I missed, all was for naught. Phew! After letting out a deep breath, I paused. Relax. Now. That moment, it felt like time itself had stopped. Felt like I could see the trajectory of the ball. He's in the Matrix! Felt like I could hit it and knock it down. First shot hit the bear in the head. The second. Third. The bear swayed hard. And then... Woo! Yay! Ooh! The cheers began before the stuffed animal even finished falling off the shelf. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me. You actually knocked it over. You got me. Okay, amazing. Congratulations, Keiichi-kun. Keiichi-san finally learned how to use his head. I see that you're slightly better. I see you in a slightly better light now. Didn't do it all by myself. Everyone hit it, and those small bits together brought it down. This trophy belongs to all of us. Right. This is from all of us working together. Me didn't hit it a single time. Urk. After holding up the teddy bear like it was a championship trophy, I handed it to Rana. Here. This is from me. No, from everyone. Thanks for always making your delicious lunches. Rana, thinking she'd never actually going to get it, was momentarily speechless. I can't, Keiichi-kun. This is everyone's after all. Oh. In that case, I was the one that knocked it down, and it's mine. It's mine, and I'm giving it to Rana. I pushed the stuffed animal towards her again. This time, she embraced it and accepted it. You watched out for me ever since I moved here, after all. I'm really grateful to you, you see? Thanks a lot. Oh, Keiichi-kun, thanks so much. Rana dove at me. Mian told me a few days later that Rana kissed me, but I didn't realize it during all the excitement at the time. I remembered what I was trying to say to Tomatake-san earlier. There really isn't much of anything here, but there are lots of things you can't find anywhere else. I gained a lot from coming to Hinamizawa. Yeah. Especially at that moment. Crowd's cheers echoed on and on. It'd be a shame if something were to happen at this festival. From the altar set up to the front of the shrine, the drums sounded with a booming echo. It was the finale of the festival. I'll be going off ahead then. Uh-oh. Need to go ahead and get myself a good spot too. Well, everyone, I'll see you in a bit. Both Rika-chan and Tomatake-san gave their farewells and disappeared into the crowd. I wish both of you the best in your endeavors. Now, shall we be off? Yeah, might as well go see Rika-chan's charming figure. Let's go. Where's Rana? What are you doing? Ichi save me. Since she was carrying such a ridiculously large stuffed animal, she was being carried by the flow of the people. What's she doing? She must have her hands full taking care of that bear. So I'll leave Rana in your care, Keiichi. So I'll leave Rana in your care, Kei-chan. I have my hands full taking care of Satoko. Who would want to be looked after by you, Mian-san? We'll get to that, too. Oh, just please don't pull on my arm. Before losing sight of Mian, I grabbed the back of Rana's collar. Hey, not there. Don't grab me there. I was so bossy. Where can I grab then? Keiichi, no. How? I didn't feel ashamed at all. Rana was ashamed enough for the both of us. I grabbed onto Rana's hand and dashed after Mion and the others. We're gonna be late. Let's hurry up. Yeah. I hadn't realized Rana's hand was so delicate. Maybe she needed a bit more exercise and nutrition. That wasn't what I meant! Not at all! My ears burned. I tried to keep calm. I repeated the phrase, "Keep it together, Keiichi Marabara," in my mind, but I didn't look like it. It looked like it would be anytime soon. I really didn't want Rana to see my face, so I pushed onwards, dragging her along without looking back even once. There was already a huge group of people gathered at the altar in front of the shrine. The fire at the altar made it bright as midday and just as hot. There was a pile of futons worded into the sanctified rope in front of the altar. Come to think of it, they did say it was a festival where they did something with the cotton in the futons. Keiichi-san, Rana-san, we're over here. Satoko waved her hands in the front row. Sorry. Making our way through the mass of people, we reached the spot they'd saved. How was it? Were you able to find a little bit of excitement with Rana? I am actually going to stop it here because my nephews are coming over soon and I need to eat dinner before they get here. So, and this segment was going a lot, wrong thing, going on a lot longer than I anticipated. So I'm going to save real quick. And up. Save. Right here. And I'll find somebody to raid. Let me just get out of here real quick. And then get to this. And let's see who else might be Aw, thank you, Weedy. Thank you for sticking with me as I basically just talked for 2 hours. Hopefully that was, Oh, you did? Thank you. I really appreciate the feedback, because this was definitely, an experiment. Thank you. Let's see. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's see. Do we want to do League of Legends, Dead by Daylight, Ragnarok Online, or Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth? Thank you too, Soul. Let's see. Why don't we do... Let's do... I think I'll send you to Cam. So we'll do that. Oh. Alright. The raid is set up. And so I will see you all later. Thanks so much for stopping by.